In 2010, there's a special case where you actually built a factory.
About 800 workers altogether. One factory in Loznica, one factory in Veliki Preslav, one factory in Teragovisti, and 5 factories in Shumen.
They decided to do a trick on you.
So they confiscated the truck. Each prosecutor sent me a letter and the customs declaring that there is no crime. Customs refused to give the truck. So the other clients hear about this, so everybody decides not to work with Bulgaria anymore.
Greetings everyone, my name is Radoslav Ivanov and we are here on the platform called Svoboden Glas or Free Voice. In Bulgaria, it turns out that there have been a lot of foreigners throughout the years that have come to do business, that have come to live, that have come to seek opportunities due to the change in the regimes back in 1989.
Времето, когато България тръгва по пътя на демокрацията и преминаването от планова към пазарна икономика.
And we would like to say to every single foreigner that has had the same experience as our guest today, whether it's a good experience or a bad experience, that they have the opportunity to share this on our platform so that people abroad could learn, what's the situation in Bulgaria, how it's been throughout the years. And I would like to say hello to Robert Mawde.
Yeah, hi there. Yeah.
How are you?
Pleased to meet you, yes.
We spoke with you a little bit earlier about your endeavors as an entrepreneur here in Bulgaria. You said you started in 1989 when the socialist times were about to end in Bulgaria.
Yeah, so I came to Bulgaria on the 3rd of March 1989.
In 2010, there's a special case where you actually built a factory, around which factory multiple businesses accumulated a top of about 850 employees in total.
Yeah, about 800 workers altogether.
Yes, tell us more about the factory. What did you guys produce and which were your clients of this production, and then what happened as an attack that you experienced?
Yeah, well, so we started off small. Like, first orders were 500 garments because they wanted to be sure they're going to get their orders.
Yeah, garments means jeans, pants.
Jeans. So we were making denim jeans.
Denim jeans.
Mainly, yeah. Yeah. But eventually it got up to 15,000 per week. These were specific jeans where we had to sandblast them. So it was a new fashion at the time. So we built it up to that, and we had 2 trucks, 18 ton. We had a Vario Mercedes van. I had 5 Bulgarian drivers, and altogether there was 800 workers. One factory in Loznica, one factory in Veliki Preslav, one factory in Teragovisti, and 5 factories in Shumen.
That's about 8 in total?
Oh, 8 in total,
so that's Loznica, which is in Razgrad Oblast, and then you have in Shumenska Oblast and Teragovishka Oblast. Okay, so 3 counties of workers that could have their own jobs. You paid taxes, you paid health insurance, everything to every single worker.
So the 5 companies in Shumen, they all were registered after they came to me, so I guaranteed that they got work from me. Then they went away, registered a company, and started a business.
Yes.
All 5. When they came to me, they didn't have a business. So we helped them. We gave them orders, we gave them machinery, and we helped them to build up.
And you mentioned that as the factory started working, they decided to do a trick on you.
Yeah, they did in...
You were importing linen.
From Turkey.
Yes, in order to produce the jeans and the garments.
Yeah.
And everyone knows from the documents that they're made out of linen.
Yeah, we imported linen from Turkey with customs declarations in Shumen, stamped and signed by them that we've imported linen. Len.
In Bulgarian, it's len.
Yeah, it's linen. So we then got to export these trousers as linen, because the document for the import says linen, so we've now got to export linen. But they said, no, this is cotton.
Okay, so now tell us exactly what happened. You have clients waiting in the United Kingdom for all of these 15,000 per week garments that they're waiting. So your client pays you money up front to produce the garments, and then you have to ship them to the UK.
Yeah.
And you have a truck load of
with 15,000 garments.
15,000 garments waiting.
One client, our biggest client, has got 10,000 garments on the truck.
Yes.
That's Henry Lloyd in England.
Henry Lloyd.
Yeah, Henry Lloyd, company Henry Lloyd in England. But we've got another order of linen, a smaller order.
Yeah.
And so the customers are saying that we are doing contraband because on one side we're saying linen, and on the other side they're saying it's cotton.
Yeah, they're saying you're contrabanding cotton.
Yeah, because we're declaring something different as to what they say it is.
Yes.
Even though the import declarations said linen and the export said linen, The customs decided to say, no, it's cotton, so they confiscated the truck. The next day I gave the case to the prosecutor in Schumann
Okay.
and the prosecutor in Varna,
Okay.
and 2 weeks later, each prosecutor sent me a letter and the customs declaring that there is no crime. I went to the customs with the letter, because the customs have also got the same letter, and to get the truck. So at that point, I can still send them to the client, but the customs refused to give the truck.
And started a
It
court
was
case.
locked up in the parking, and we couldn't get it.
Yeah, they freeze your business, but your client cannot wait. And
No, we lost the client.
And once you lose the client, what happens to all the other clients that you communicate with?
Yeah, so the other clients hear about this, so everybody decides not to work with Bulgaria anymore.
So they stop every single client in the UK to work with
Yeah.
Robert at this moment. And this turned out to be a system for destroying a business, which employed
that's correct.
800 plus employees.
Altogether, yeah.
Just because of one truck that was impounded illegally by the customs, even though both prosecutors of Varna and Schumann said that there is no problem, no contraband, nothing like that, because they put their signs and stamps on the documents.
Somebody ordered that.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
first court case was 1 year, and the court declared that we have done nothing wrong. There is no crime. So the customs,
They challenged
they
it.
appealed to the next court. So that took another year, and we won the case again. So the customs appealed to the third and last court, but that court refused to take the case because they could see that there is no crime, so they refused to take it, and then the customs were forced to give the truck back.
2 years
But
later.
it was too late.
2 years later, right?
2 years later.
Took 2 years to release the impounded truck.
Yeah.
And during those 2 years, the destruction of a factory that had clients with money that had to come in, but you had expenses during that time, which eventually you couldn't cover.
No.
Which
Yeah.
you had to leave, let off a lot of the people.
Yeah. We have to. Eventually, everything's closed down.
Yes, and
So the factory's been closed like for 12 years, 12, 13 years it is now. It's never worked again, that building. It's 3 stories. It's destroyed.
so you as an investor into Bulgaria have poured money in, poured time, poured efforts, and just because of someone that was in power in Bulgaria and it decided to say, hey, stop this British guy from expanding, find a way, block him through impounding, block him through the courts, find a way to stop him just because he's
We
bringing
built it
in
up.
a lot more revenue.
We started off with 15 workers in village Ivanovo, which is Verbitsa. I lived there 1 year. I was a driver. For 1 year, I was a driver. Every 2 weeks, on a Friday evening, the customs would come, put the seal on, stamp the documents, and I would drive through Greece, Italy, France, England, come back for 1 year.
Yeah.
Until the orders became we were getting orders for 3,000 and 4,000.
Yes.
But the very first orders when I started was 500, because nobody would risk any more.
Since these events, how many people that have asked you or your friends about doing business in Bulgaria?
Oh, lots.
Have you told to never come to Bulgaria, to
I've
not
told
invest
them.
money?
I've told them you'll go back if you want to go back with no trousers on.
They'll take everything from you.
Yeah, they'll take everything.
Yeah.
Don't come and do business here.
Now, this is very concerning for everyone that's watching this because this is just one example of an entrepreneur, a big businessman, because 800 people, employees, is not a small amount. That's a lot of people. For all of the people that know how much in the media in Bulgaria it's been told how every single person that comes into power is looking for foreign investors, foreign investments. And here you have a foreign investor that came in, put his money in, put the labor in, found clients, created revenue, paid taxes, paid insurance, did everything he can, and the people in power decided to shut him down. Now, this is going to turn into a podcast probably, just to share all the cases of foreigners that have decided to come and do business in a new market in the capitalist world as it was back since 1989, all the way up till today, and what's the repercussions of having a mafia-run government all over the place, because not only in the main government but in the local governments, and as you can see in all the different agencies, there's people that are finding a way to destroy businesses, no matter if it's Bulgarians or foreigners coming to do business here. And I think it's about time for everyone in Bulgaria to stop pretending that there's no elephant in the room. It's time for us to all share these stories, inform everybody that this has turned into a system of destroying any kind of entrepreneurial endeavors in Bulgaria to happen just because somebody wants to steal from the work that you've put in.
Total corruption.
Yes. So stay tuned. We're going to invite a lot more entrepreneurs, a lot of other people that don't feel afraid anymore to share their stories, because it's about time that not only the European Union but the whole world understands that if you want to do business in a European Union country, it might be much better if it's not run by the mafia, so that you can feel freedom to do business as it is.
Even now, lots of foreign investors are leaving.
They're leaving.
This last year, there's about 700 left here that I know about.
Yes, just because of the same system.
Yeah, because they can see what's happening to other businesses, and they're frightened it's going to happen to them.
Do you think this is most likely like a depopulation event? They just want to kick everyone out of this country?
Yeah.
It seems like that.
Until there's nothing left.
Until there's nothing left, they just want to steal everything for themselves. Okay, thank you once again.
Yeah, okay.
Robert, we'll invite you again for some more stories.
Okay.
So thanks
No problem.
once again.